Hey guys, it's Bennett. This is going to serve as sort of like the epilogue to that series of videos that just came out about that big mail day and the whatnot stream and the big spend for my birthday. And I've been talking about these cards from this one break that I had been randomized the Dolphins in with the repack products that I got in really cheap, and I had pulled a bunch of big cards or a bunch of cool cards out of it. Well, I realized the thing just hadn't come. So you're going to see a different setup here because this is being filmed after the fact. All those other 5 or 6 videos were filmed in one shot. I just broke them up so that it wouldn't be an hour and 20 minutes long, hour and a half long. So this is now the next day, and this has just arrived. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up. I believe one of these 2 heavier envelopes is the one with the cards I've been talking about in it. So I'm going to open these white envelopes up first. Then I'll move over to the bigger, heavier black envelopes. And that'll be what this video is today. I hope everybody's doing well. I know we're now, probably months into the future from when I started those first videos, but I'm actually shooting it the following day. So for me, it's not that long. The play-in game just happened last night, or the first round of the West play-in games just happened last night. So, some pretty interesting results. I'm not going to talk about them now because, like I said, as you're watching this, we're much deeper into the playoffs. So hopefully it's been a good playoff. Obviously, I'm talking about the future now, so hopefully it's a good playoff. Hopefully or as I would suspect, that look at this guy. What he did, he just shoved this Patty Mahomes. I mean, it's not worth anything, but he just shoved him into a top loader that doesn't fit. Hopefully the Lakers got absolutely rocked by the Nuggets in the first round. I'm assuming they did. And, after LeBron's out, I guess the rest of it's all gravy anyway. So let's just see what's in these. Let's get to those last series of hits. And then we're probably going to get back to ripping some wax, I think. I have a delivery coming that I'm expecting soon. And we're going to rip some wax after this. The next series of videos will be more wax being ripped. Obviously not Panini products, all Topps products. And we'll see if we can't find anything cool in there. All right, so far there's nothing of any note. Like I said, I have 2 heavy ones. So let's open this one first and see what's in here. It's kind of fun because I know that, judging by the tracking, one of these contains the cards I'm looking for. The other one, I'm not really sure. Thank you for support. This is the Hobby House. Okay, you're welcome, Hobby House. Thank you for sending me whatever this is. It looks like it's relatively well packed. These are just kind of down in here, so let's pull them out. This is not it, but this looks like maybe more Prizm Mega Box stuff. Let's take a look. Magic. Again, I don't know why these are in top loaders. That's pretty cool. That's a numbered Shockwave. That's an Anthony Edwards numbered Shockwave. Hopefully he's having a good playoffs. The Wolves have been a lot of fun to watch. If you're like me, I assume the Wolves were going to be, at least another year or 2 away from making a real run. Again, the playoffs have yet to start as I'm filming this. So I don't know. I don't know if they are or they aren't. They might have gotten knocked out in the first round. Without Karl Anthony Towns, I'm not sure if they can make a deep run, but I guess we'll see. This guy and Steph and Clay probably played their last game together last night. They got rocked by the Kings in the first game of the play-ins in the West. But again, I know I'm talking about the past now. I know we are a while in the future at this point. It's funny, again, I know I've been talking about this in videos, but it's just funny what they choose to top load sometimes. And some of the stuff they don't bother with. As Anthony Black had a sort of viral moment with Grady Dick of the Raptors this season. That was a pretty funny thing, funny photo they snapped. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Just Google Anthony Black and Grady Dick. And look at the video. Don't just look at the picture. Look at the video of the 2 of them, like a couple of kids because they are kids, kind of thinking about it and deciding whether or not they should do it, deciding that they're going to do it. It's pretty funny to watch them do it. Anyway, this was the package that I had been talking about. So some of these bigger repack products, they'll generally be in like the $200-$300 range for teams, and I'm never going to spend that because the repacks themselves generally are not all they're hyped up to be. However, occasionally, if you look for a small room on whatnot, meaning there's only a few people, right? Let's say there were only 15 or 16 people in a stream where there might normally be 70 or 80. I'll look for those kinds of opportunities, and I'll try to do it early in the wheel when they're spinning the wheel, when they're doing the randomizer. I'll try to get in nice and early, maybe the first or second one, when people are afraid that they're going to hit one of the floor teams and they're going to wait, they're not going to spend their money. And that's what I did in this situation. And I got in really, really cheap. I can't remember exactly how much I spent, but it was not a lot. I'm curious to see if the packing slip is in this one. I don't feel it. So I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what it was, but it was, if these spots went for $300, I spent, a tenth of that. I spent like 40, a little more than a tenth. I spent like $40. I definitely spent no more than $50. And this is what I got. I got randomized the Dolphins, and it just happened to be in these repacks. We got this Tua Prizm Black, silver, which is pretty cool, in a 10. That already by far and away covered the spot. This is out of Chronicles. Again, what's Tua going to be this year? Up and down, all kinds of other things with Tua. But again, for $40, this Tua covers that easily on its own. Then we had a couple of other things pop out. The first one here, if I can get it out of here, is, which I think is pretty cool. It's a Ryan Tannehill rookie auto at a Prizm, at a 2012 Prizm. It's a 9, but I looked this card up when I hit it. This card's a lot more valuable than you may think. Tannehill is more valuable than I thought. And these 2012 Prizms, because they're so early in sort of like the evolution of Prizm, these carry value all on their own. So this was pretty cool to hit. And then lastly, and this was the biggest hit of the bunch, was I got this because I had the Dolphins. I got all the NBA teams associated with that. And we got this Crown Bam RPA out of 199. And this is an on-card auto, rookie auto for Bam, who's playing really well. This is pretty funny, right? You can have your own opinion on what that looks like. They just stuck it in there to keep the top loader, to keep the card from moving around the top loader. But these crowns, I've looked this up, and his market's come down a little bit, but this is a pretty valuable card. This is worth several $100s. So I'm saying for that $40 investment to pull all 3 of these cards out of that break was really good. And if you go back and watch the other videos, I don't have the cards out anymore because that was, I put everything away. But between the CeeDee Lamb, Printing Plate 101, on-card auto, the Bam, the Tua, the Ryan Tannehill auto, the Ethan Salas Mojo auto to 99, and I can't even remember now. I know, it was a long time ago, right? It was months ago. I mean, for me, it was just yesterday, but I still can't remember. But anyway, point is that there were a lot of big hits. And we blew away. We spent about $2,000. We made way more than that. I could turn around and sell these on eBay and, make 3 probably relatively easy of everything that came out of the breaks. Now that is unusual. And again, I advise against getting into breaks unless you're going to be very judicious about it, and unless you're going to do your research. Make sure that you don't get sort of swept up in the moment and you don't spend more than your budget. Then you know what? You can check it out, but please be careful. That's it for this whole ridiculously long series of videos and that mail day. I really appreciate everybody who watched, everybody who stuck around to see everything that came out of these packages. And like I said, we're going to get back to ripping a little wax. I have some wax getting delivered. We're going to get back to ripping some wax. next week. And until then, please feel free to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment, and I will catch you next time.